What's up, guys? I hope you all are having a great day today. Hopefully this won't ruin it, dude, because I have some really bad news to share with you here today, because this is just something I really can't believe that in 2020 we're still having to deal with. This is stuff that should never be happening in the modern landscape, that it just really blows my mind when it happens. Now, Microsoft and 343 should be absolutely ashamed of what they did in this situation. This is unforgivable. It's completely tone deaf in today's political climate, and overall, I just don't know if I can ever look at Halo the same anymore. I don't think I can ever play the games and just enjoy them like I used to, because this absolutely changed my perspective on the entire series and the people that made the games. Like, this is almost unforgivable, guys. Now, you may be wondering, what could bring me to this point to where I'm basically turning my back on one of my favorite franchises of all time? And well, it was recently revealed in a recent update for the Halo 3 ODST flight on Steam that, just wait for it, guys, okay? You know, it's gonna hurt me to say this, that there was a new nameplate added to the game, and on this nameplate, there were police lights, guys. That's right, red and blue lights on a nameplate. I mean, I just literally could not believe my eyes when I first saw it.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
But I do have some good news to share with you that may make this entire situation a little bit better. After catching some shit for it on Twitter, they did end up removing the nameplate from the game, which, you know, thank God. Thank you so much, all you wonderful people on Twitter, for truly standing up and fighting the good fight against racism in the world today. Like, you guys are really making a big difference out there. But we saw something very similar where Fortnite basically single-handedly ended racism by removing cop cars from Fortnite. You know, that really just made a huge impact on the social climate in the United States and worldwide. And recently we saw Overwatch come under fire for Diva's police officer skin, dude. Now, I'm just throwing it out here, take it as you will, but if there was a police officer that actually looked like Diva, I'd be perfectly fine with experiencing police brutality, if you know what I mean. But anyway, let's get back on topic here. Now, it was removed from the game, thank God. Now, a bunch of sites are like celebrating this, basically like trying to expose people who are like calling bullshit on this situation, because it is. Like, removing a police light nameplate from a video game literally does nothing. You're just catering to a bunch of screeching retards on Twitter at that point, not the people who actually enjoy your game. But the reaction has been absolutely hilarious, because it's never enough for them. They then have to spin it and try to like take their victory lap and act like they're somehow morally superior and that everyone should side with them. And of course, this attitude is best shown on a site called Reset Era, which is like the cesspool of video games online. Like, this site is literal cancer. And overall, the reaction to this has been absolutely glorious. And on top of that, someone actually made an article from like an actual gaming site called VG247, like celebrating the removal of this nameplate from the game. So I figured we'd take a look at both of those. Now, overall, I'm just gonna warn you, the levels of stupidity that are gonna be on display here are absolutely outstanding. So, you know, just brace yourself, prepare your brain cells, because you might lose quite a few in the process of going through this shit. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and check out this article real quick. Now, the title of the article is 343 Industries removes police sirens nameplate from Halo 3 ODST. Alt-right fans react poorly. Now, you already know it's going to be a great piece when they're basically calling everyone who doesn't think this is a big deal alt-right, because, you know, this is definitely a very logical person, 100%. But overall, this article's great. So it starts off here and says, it was recently discovered that 343 Industries removed a nameplate depicting police sirens from the flight version of Halo 3 ODST, and alt-right fans are threatening to boycott the series. Now, this is like one of the biggest exaggerations I've ever seen. It's like two people they provide an example for on Twitter, and both of their tweets only have like 50 likes on it. Like, it's literally no one. You're literally just cherry picking two examples and like trying to say, oh, everybody against this is obviously trying to boycott it because they're racist or something. Like, literally, try harder, because you look like a complete fucking clown. But anyway, let's keep going here. The news comes from Reset Era, where a poster compiled a string of tweets from alt-right Halo players who reacted to the revelation in an incredibly poor fashion. So let's go ahead. They link the thread here, so let's go ahead and take a look. Now, just a fair warning here, Reset Era is basically a collection of people that are too extreme for Twitter. Like, these motherfuckers are worse than the people you find on Twitter, and they all gather together on this one website to have some of the hottest takes in gaming. But anyway, this post was originally made by someone by the name of Cranster, and I think it's pretty ironic that there's a fucking Donald Trump ad on the top of this site, which, I mean, you really can't beat the fucking irony of that. But anyway, let's read this real quick. So a user by the name of Moses FPS brought up an issue regarding one of the nameplates in the current flight for ODST Firefight and Halo 3 hit registration fixes, and one of them are police sirens. Of course, in the ODST campaign, there is not only police vehicles stranded throughout the game, but also as a secondary story regarding the corrupt New Mombasa Police Department that connects to the main story, so the nameplate wasn't really out of place. But at the same time, with the current political climate, 343 decided to remove it from the flight and possibly from the final release. As expected though, it has caused a stir with certain groups within the Halo community. And there you can see the Sirens nameplate, you know, just so offensive, dude. I don't know how anyone could see that and not actually get triggered. But then it has these two tweets, which you can read. I don't really care. Like, honestly, I'm not really worried about it. Like, look, this dude has 41 likes and this guy has 100 likes. Like, holy shit, this dude got ratioed to fuck on his tweet anyway. So I don't know, man. It's just stupid. Like, these are literally two cherry-picked examples that don't reflect the broader audience that just thinks this is a stupid choice. Like, it's literally just pointless pandering to a screeching minority of people that don't buy your fucking games anyway. But anyway, it continues on here. This is where it gets fucking funny, dude. It's coming full circle here. In addition, other Halo YouTubers and Empress Cortana, who made false allegations against Stinkles and other 343 industry employees, have also jumped on this alt-right boycott. Either way, going by the reactions, I think 343 made the right call. The nameplate would have went well with my gamer tag, but seeing these kind of reactions, I think I agree that these types of players would use this nameplate to harass others. That's right, guys. You can harass people by having fucking red and blue lights on your nameplate on Xbox Live. Like, holy shit, I cannot imagine being that fucking soft. Holy shit, dude. Like, it should be a requirement, okay? When you hit the age of 7, everyone should have to join a Modern Warfare 2 lobby and just be subjected to some of the most vicious verbal abuse you will ever experience in your entire life, because that shit turns boys into men. But this is where it gets even better, dude, and this is where I fucking lost it when I saw this shit. This Halo YouTuber is saying 343 Industries overreacted. Meanwhile, he made a rant video complaining about Halo 3 being released early on PC. And could you take a guess who it was who was bitching and moaning that Halo 3 released early on PC? I mean, I can think of one person that kind of comes to mind in that situation that fits that description perfectly, dude. And if you said bring Halo back, you're 100% fucking right, dude. Like, this is where this shit comes full fucking circle, and you literally cannot make this shit up. I mean, you just really love to see it, dude. This dude has shot himself in the foot so badly that even when he maybe has a decent point, like, because he bitched about that shit, it's gonna always come back like, dude, you're literally just looking to bitch about anything 343 Industries does. So congrats, bro. You kind of fucking played yourself, even if you did have a good point. But we come down here to one of the comments, which I just want to read this real quick, just to show you the type of people we're dealing with on the site. Now, I need to set the mood here, because this is truly tragic, what we're about to read. This is why I don't tell people that I don't know that I'm into video games. Alt-right fuckwads have essentially become the voice of video games for the general public. Sick of these asshats. I had to finally start muting people in Modern Warfare because my clan tag is Black Lives Matter, and that led to a lot of dudes talking a ton of shit and deliberately targeting me at all costs. Gaming is absurdly toxic. Glad that 343 took a little bit of initiative here, because the message those guys need to hear is that their views are not welcome in our medium. I mean, that was a very strong and powerful statement by someone by the name of Tyrannoboa. Definitely a stable individual. Like, could you just imagine being this fucking soft, dude? That you actually get this tilted over shit talking in fucking Call of Duty, dude. Like I said, these motherfuckers should be subjected to a Modern Warfare 2 lobby at a very young age, so they don't grow up to be complete spineless little twats like this motherfucker. But anyway, this is more than enough reset era for one lifetime. But anyway, I mean, we're gonna go back to the article here. I just want to read this last part because Jesus fuck, dude, it just shows you the mentality of these people. Like, they are so far up their own ass that they don't even realize it, and they just sound like the most condescending little pieces of shit in human history. So I'm just gonna read the last two parts of this. I'm not gonna post the tweets here because they are horrible for a variety of different reasons. However, most fans understand that the nameplate was removed precisely because people vocally attacking the decision would likely use it in offensive and improper ways. There is no need for a pointless cosmetic to remain in a game when it can be weaponized by abusive players in online matches. Again, most people understand this and thankfully are in unanimous agreement that the babies on the other side of the debate are essentially just shouting into the void and showing their whole arse. The Halo 3 ODST testing servers are open this week. The full game is expected to ship later this year, and if you look in the comments section on this article, they're getting absolutely fucking obliterated, dude. Like, honestly, this is a massive fucking joke. Like, this person took the L of the fucking century when it comes to Halo. Like, Jesus Christ. But this just shows you how condescending and up their own ass people like this are. Like, these motherfuckers think they have like this moral high ground or some shit, and it is so fucking cringe. But anyway, you know, Halo single-handedly ends racism once again by removing police lights from a nameplate. You know, thank you so much. You're really out here fighting the good fight. You really made a huge difference. And Halo 3 ODST has officially been uncanceled, guys. You can continue to play it with a clear conscience and know you are not supporting racism in 2020. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video today. If you did enjoy it, drop a like on it. I'd greatly appreciate it. And with that said, I want to thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video and for all the recent support as well. And I will catch you guys next time.
Rages around like an ocean in my head. I can